Please welcome, with a great big Elihu Love Fest. We know her as Jackie Tyler. We know her as Rose's mom, but she is so much more than that, and all of it is awesome. The delightful, the delicious, the delectable. Camille Pedroia.
No, her microphone.
No, mine is hot, yours isn't, which is totally the opposite of how we are as humans. See what I meant? Yay! Awesome.
Yay. Good afternoon. How are we?
Everybody's having a good con. You're having a good con.
Yeah, lovely. Thank you.
This is cool.
Great to be here.
My first question for anyone from New especially is, so here you are, and you booked this gig, I'm on Dr. Who for a couple of seasons, yay. And now you're a member of this insane family that that is like a zillion years old, and that is older than you and me put together. I did that.
I love that.
See how I did that? That's got to be huge. That's got to be like mind-blowing.
It is completely mind-blowing, isn't it? And I think it will be forevermore. And who knew? Nobody knew. I mean, I had no idea that once you took part in Doctor Who, that you'd be part of a huge family, let alone just your team that you work with. It's kind of goes on to infinity and beyond, for want of a better phrase.
I think that's a good phrase.
It's all right, isn't it?
That was a good one.
Yeah, it's wacky and just wonderful. It's a wonderful world, and I love the fact that we can all belong. We may not belong because we're a part of something that isn't every day, for instance. I love the fact that we can belong to our thing wherever we go, wherever the conventions are, or if we meet another Whoey and we're in touch, we kind of understand, don't we? So I love that about it, that we might not fit in, everywhere, but we definitely fit in here.
These are your people. Well, these are your people now. Welcome to them. They own you.
Right back at ya.
So, but whenever people occasionally ask me what's my favorite thing about Doctor Who, or why do I think that Doctor Who is important as a phenomenon?
Yeah. What do you think?
And my thing is that it makes being the smart guy cool, And when I say guy, I mean guys and girls. Yeah. What's your take on that? Why has Doctor Who been around since the Earth cooled?
It just filled a gap, didn't it? There was a huge gap for something like Doctor Who, and it just captured, I don't know how it works, the universe seems to always provide, and I think it definitely did in this case, and I think it just slotted in all those years ago, and that was it. It's like the final piece in the jigsaw, and there it is, and will forever be. It must be something like that, surely. It must be the cosmos providing.
Filling a need.
Yeah, filling the need,
us
filling
ready.
that gap, because, and it paved the way for so many different shows, different sci-fi shows, etc. And the list is endless.
Especially here in the US, the reboot of Doctor Who has been. Do I need to lean forward, or am I enough of a loud mouth that y'all can hear me if I say that?
Am I shouting?
No. She's got this lovely, sweet. You've got this beautiful speaking voice. Do you get a lot of voiceover work?
I do quite a bit, not as much as I should.
That's not right. Write letters. Twitter campaign. Get the woman more voiceover work. Because you have this wonderful speaking voice, whereas, you know,
Oh,
I
that's
sound
so
like
nice.
Elaine Stritch before coffee.
Exactly, it was brilliant.
It's,
I think you get, fed up with mine.
it's earthy and
It's marvellous and dynamic.
see, we're having this love fest.
We
thing.
are.
We were in the hallway.
Yeah.
We were on the hallway
Loving.
and we were like, I love your hair. No, I love your hair. And seriously, okay, we got to talk about Jackie Tyler. We got to do that. I got to get at least one real story out of you. Because none's in the run. I gotta get at least one
Oh, you
story.
can have one.
Okay. But we got,
Yeah. Oh.
I have to tell you that Jackie is in my opinion, the best of the Tylers. Seriously, I love.
Don't tell lies.
No, it's true. It's true.
No.
I spent all of Rose's time on screen rooting for her mother. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. Because
Because you knew that nobody would like her, so you thought, I'm going to be her champion.
that's it. No, it wasn't that I was rooting for the underdog. It's that she was awesome. You just had to look. You just had to look past Rose, and you had to. Jackie's whole thing was you wanted so badly for your daughter, whom you loved so much, to grow up to be better than you. You know, you were this working class woman who maybe had made some not great choices with guys, with whatever, and you really wanted your daughter to do better, and she wasn't.
Yes.
You know, if Rose hadn't met the doctor, she would have turned into another, into all of the things that Jackie didn't want her to.
Yes, absolutely.
And
yeah, I agree with that. I love that.
because she kept fighting you every step of the way.
Yeah, she did. She was a nightmare, wasn't she? I guess you're allowed to be, aren't you? If you're a daughter or a son, you have to give your parents hell, don't you? Yes.
My daughter's not in the room, is she? Don't anybody tell her she said that.
Yeah, but Jackie did think that Rose was definitely going off the rails when she disappeared with the strange guy. But from Mars.
But then, like 10 minutes later,
Gary.
with the, as far as Jackie knew, it was just another guy. It was another, it was another Mickey, it was another whatever.
Yes, and the older man.
And exactly. But then when she realized, okay, you know what? Next thing you knew, she was inviting him around for tea and trying to be open-minded, and this is what she wants, and okay, I will support it, even if you don't get it. Even if she didn't get it, she was trying to support it. I thought Jackie was fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
I also,
That's so kind, thanks.
and I know that I'm not alone in this. So, I also, who besides me was really disappointed that Jackie didn't actually hook up with Elton Pope? Anyone? I was really disappointed.
Oh, I think that was the idea, wasn't it, really? That you did feel that kind of, perhaps, it costs more.
I love that episode. That's one of my favorite episodes.
Yeah, it's
of
not
the entire
everybody
series.
likes that.
Because
at all.
it's the doctor's hardly
They're
in
not
it.
in it, yeah.
But I think it's a beautifully crafted episode. I think Russell T Davies always writes best, or his episodes are always best when he allows his nerd to show.
Yes.
When he gets to be a big nerd. And so this is, you're being an ELO fanboy.
I know.
Yay!
Yeah, Mr. Blue Sky.
For the longest time, I'm like, do I love that episode because I love it, or do I love it because all the ELO and whatever?
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, Jackie, you're left all alone and you're worried about Rose and so much is being crap for you. Go hook up with a cute boy.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think, he loves women, doesn't he? Russell the writer loves women, so he loves mothers and, because he loves his own mother, as I'm sure we all do. And it just, that rings true whenever you read any of his scripts. You can always identify with whatever he writes for all the female characters, in fact. Well, everybody. Oh, I'm waffling on now.
Again, though, that's the beauty of having, the sweet voice, the dulcet tone. You can waffle and we'll be
I
like,
do-
yes.
I do think that I think her, Jackie getting together with Elton, and it was very strange. I'd made a decision to show Jackie without being a mum. So Jackie, before the family. So you imagine her younger and going for the kill, as it were. So that then there would be a harder fall.
Yeah.
When you find out that Elton's just using her for that.
Well, and that's immediately like my teeth would come out too. You know, what? You're messing my child? Excuse me? I don't care how cute you are.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, you were cute, but now you died. So, I mean, yes, I totally get that. I'm just sad that you didn't get a little loving before that happened.
Yeah.
That would.
What did you think of Elton then? What's the general consensus of Elton? Did everybody understand him and love him? Are you Elton fans or? Yeah? Yeah.
You guys are.
Yeah, no, it's
I love him.
interesting,
I
isn't
think
it?
he's adorable.
Yeah, so you understood at the end why because he didn't mean any harm, did he really? He's harmless, isn't he?
I think the entire episode gets sort of, it's adorable and then it just sort of goes off the rails at the end when they threw in that really unnecessary remark about him and Ursula still managing to have sex life even though she's a piece of pavement. It's like, really? Why did you have to go there? Why did you? Because that makes all the, and that makes everybody freak out when it was so sweet up until then, And so I just choose to sort of ignore that. I ignore that one line, and therefore the rest of the episode, it's adorable and sweet, and I think he's adorable.
Yeah, he's great.
I think he's just a twit.
Yes, he is, yeah. I've worked with him before. He strangled me before he kidnapped me. Do you get a show over here called A Touch of Frost?
Yes.
Yeah. So he's a detective, an old detective in the UK. It's been going for years and years and years and years. And Mark Warren kidnaps me, gets me in under the guise of buying a puppy, and then kidnaps me and strangled me. But I lived. So it was nice working with him, and yet again he's mean to me.
I'm still on that. Kids lures me in under the guise of getting a puppy. In the States, he'd like roofie you or something. But in this, I'll give you a puppy.
Yes.
That would totally work though. I'd be screwed.
Yeah.
I'd be screwed. If somebody offered me a puppy, come in here. Forget it.
Oh, she was, yeah. Oh.
That's amazing though. But I went back and I rewatched, I rewatched all of Jackie's episodes, and I enjoyed them so much because I was paying attention to her. I was, because I wanted to get her story, and she's so much more complex a character than you'd notice at first glance, because she is supporting, she's the mom, and I say to my own mother from time to time, Mom, you have to understand that just by the fact that you're the mom, you're occasionally going to be crazy with it. Just because I'm going to be that way to my own kid. That just, you're put in this role, and it's not a fair role, but people just forget that you're a person.
Yeah.
And they pigeonhole, and you get pigeonholed. And I think that's a lot of what happens with Jackie if you're not looking. So everybody go back and watch her episodes, only you're going to see so much depth that you didn't see before. I'm so not even kidding. But yeah, do you have a question?
Well, more or less a statement. I mean, one of the things I love about Jackie's character is the development. I mean, you start out, forgive me, almost as comic relief, trying to seduce the doctor. And then
It seemed that way,
and
didn't
then
it?
you become
People
like
thought
this
that.
mama bear protecting her daughter. And I just love the progression, from A to B. So it was
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Do you think that's generally what people liked, that journey that she was the protective? And good. Oh, good. Oh, I didn't know that.
Which is why Love and Monsters was so nice, because we got to see, because any woman who's a mom, that's clearly the most important thing they are, but they're more than that. And so we got to see some of Jackie's more than that.
Yeah.
You know, got to see some of her as a
Yes.
person. Not
Yeah,
just-
it's quite, it was strange doing it. It's quite, you know, you feel quite raw because you're not bouncing off your daughter and doing that stuff, and it's not about her. It then becomes about Jackie, and that was strange having spotlight for a bit there. Mm.
Feeling, I'm going to use this as the most stretch of a segue ever, but you said, you know, feeling quite raw and spotlight, so that brings me to, you know, your 2 minutes as a stripper.
Inky Ralph, yeah.
Who's seen
Ooh, I
King
gotta get a
Ralph?
close-up.
Who's seen it? It's freaking adorable. It what?
Any dirt on John Lennon?
Any dirt? You have to be joking. He's the nicest man in the world. I adore him and adored him. He's just fantastic. He's one of us, completely.
Character actors, man.
Oh, he's just so cool, totally brilliant. We spent all day doing that strip, shooting that strip. We used more film for nearly, weeks and weeks of footage went on just that day doing it, and you just see a couple of seconds, don't you, really, of it?
Yeah.
It's quite funny.
The outfit, like before you
Yeah.
start doing the tearaway, it's an incredible outfit.
Yes,
you
amazing,
know?
yeah, proper showgirl, proper...
I put out this
Showgirl
challenge
outfit.
now. Somebody cosplay that.
Somebody
Somebody make that outfit and wear it to her next event. That would be awesome.
Yeah, it's a great headdress.
Like flamingo
Yeah,
something was her
flamingo,
stage name.
yeah.
I thought that was amazing. Did you have a question?
No, I'm just wanted to state nowadays for kidnapping they use Craigslist.
Still on that. Yeah.
Just to go back, I loved, of course, I appreciated so much the progression, but for me, equally wonderful was how real you were in those early shows. I mean, the line, like when you were on the phone, I know it was the writing, and you were saying something about how, you know, Rose, she just shows up and you have nothing in the house. That line, I mean, lines like that were just...
Very ordinary.
So
It's an ordinary kind of thing, isn't it, that people can relate to. So you've got this crazy science stuff going on, and you know, universal sort of cosmic crazy monsters going on, and yet there's the home life.
Right,
The
there was
home
nothing
life.
in the house.
And I think, you know, that's the key to all of that, which was, you know, my note to myself was you must always tell the truth. So as long as you're telling the truth, then it all makes it sort of believable, doesn't it, really? And something we can all relate to.
And it was and it was her truth. It was, you know, because if your kid drops in from college, you know, from university, and Rose even showed up with laundry. Hi, Mom, I'm home from my space travels in a time machine that apparently doesn't have
A washing machine.
It has a swimming pool, but it doesn't have a washing machine. Or at least I can't be arsed to use it. So here, do my laundry.
That's why
What?
they always wear the same clothes.
Give me a break, you know. But you know, you would be, you know, oh, she's just shown up with this guy and I've got nothing in, because that's the scope of the world as you know it. And just because we as the audience get to see from Rose's, you know. Gina?
Yeah, so what I was gonna ask is, so you've established this character and she's like a hot mom, you know, and she's very grounded and down to earth. And now
Is she a hot mom? Is Jackie a hot mom?
Oh, yeah. Total no. Total no.
And now you're told, and you have to be the same character, but not the same character in the alternate universe. So what went into your process in terms of, is this the same person with a different storyline? Do I see her as a different person?
I saw her as a different person, actually. Cold, hard Jackie, nasty, bad Jackie. Did you get over here Big Brother, Celebrity Big Brother? You get that, don't you?
Yeah.
And do you remember when Jackie Stallone went into the house? Does anyone remember that?
We have American.
We get a different version.
Right, so
You don't get that version.
right, so in Britain, it was a few years ago now. Jackie Stallone came into the house, and with Bridget Nielsen, who was her ex-daughter-in-law. Can you imagine? So Bridget Nielsen, who was adorable, by the way, was there in the dressing gown, and in comes Jackie Stallone and just clocks Bridget Nielsen. And Jackie goes, yeah, it's Jackie. Yeah, it's Jackie. And every time I think of bad Jackie, I think of her like, yeah, Jackie. I think of Jackie Stallone. Well, she doesn't have any awareness, does she, in that world, in the other world, in the bad Jackie world, of being a mother, and she's still selfish. So, but it was good to have that. No, she's a different person. Yeah.
Rose the dog.
And Rose.
Rose the dog.
A Yorkshire Terrier. That's funny.
There's a hand up over there, yeah.
No, I haven't at all. Aren't I awful? I dipped in and out.